Hi everyone, welcome to this channel Multidimensional Soul. This is Akanksha. If you've not subscribed, do subscribe, and if you've subscribed, welcome back. We are ascending right now, and I'm going to talk about shadows. A lot of things are coming to surface, and not everything is pleasant. In fact, a lot of it is unpleasant and needs to be processed, whether it is at individual level or at the collective level. Everything is coming to surface for us to kind of pay attention to it, observe it, process it, move through it, and transmute it into pure light. What are shadows? Shadows are those parts of ourselves which are suppressed or repressed and which we don't acknowledge and accept. Most of the shadows are at the subconscious or unconscious level, and that is why they cause a lot of suffering because we get into those patterns again and again without realizing that this is a shadow acting out. There is a saying by Carl Jung that until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. And you might have observed of late, especially as the energies are moving so rapidly in the ascension, and this is so true for Mars more so that we are experiencing shadows surfacing. And I have got attacks by negative entities, and I've talked about it in other podcasts also. That for the past 2 years or so, I have received attacks, psychic attacks from shadow entities. And the people from whom I have received these attacks, they are actually close people, family, friends, but they are unconscious about these aspects of themselves. And when these shadow entities start attacking, they target your wounded parts because everybody has certain inner child wounding or certain wounded cells within themselves that they need to integrate. And we all are in the process of integrating those. So if you have a fear of something, then they will target that. So all fear based, control based, people pleasing based, whatever paradigms that are there, which are typically 3D paradigms and matrix based paradigms, they will come to surface for you to be processed. You are actually illuminating that part of yourself, and not just yourself. You will see that that part gets illuminated within others also. So they may say something to your face, but you will realize when the shadows get illuminated what their true intentions are, and then you will know their true nature. So it may be very unpleasant and absolutely not comfortable to process all of this. But as we all know that this 3D is a play of duality. It's a play of light and dark, known and unknown, conscious and unconscious. And that is why all this is coming up as we are moving into higher dimension to heal and to be fully illuminated with awareness. As we are moving into higher dimensions and higher vibration, does that mean that we will not have contrast? Yes, the contrast will be there in the higher realms, but it will serve as a tool for exploration, expansion, rather than suffering. What is happening in 3D, in the matrix, is that because it is unconscious and because it is at the level where you don't acknowledge it, you are unaware of it, or you don't accept it, it leads to toxicity, it leads to suffering, and it leads to misunderstandings. So, all these shadow aspects come to light, and for us to heal them, for us to be understood, embraced, and transmuted into pure divine light. And then there is no longer that distortion. So, how will you see those shadows being illuminated? You will see those at times in dreams where you will have prophetic dreams, and then you will see those shadows. You will see those shadows when you are interacting with others. You will land in certain experiences where the shadows will come to light and they kind of surface, and then you will know, oh, this person is actually like this. For us to process these shadows and integrate these shadows, we have to first understand what they look like in each dimension. I am going to take one particular example of one shadow, and we will see how that plays out across all dimensions. So, let's say you have a fear of speaking up, avoiding criticism, and staying in unfulfilling relationships. You need external validation. So, you have a fear of rejection, let's say. Okay, and you think that external validation determines your self worth, and this is the shadow that you have in 3D. And 3D is the physical reality, that is the physical duality, ego driven reality. Now, what happens in fourth dimension? In fourth dimension is more of astral and subconscious realm. So, it's the transition dimension. So, in this, you become aware of your rejection wounds. Inner child healing begins in this, and you start seeing patterns in your relationships. Then, in fifth dimension, what happens, which is like a unity consciousness and heart centered awareness. So, you see rejection as redirection. You start taking responsibility. You no longer take things personally. You embody self love and authenticity. In sixth dimension, which is now called as heaven on earth, or it is a dimension where there is divine co creation. So, in this, rejection no longer exists. All connections are vibrational matches. And you may remember that we have talked about this, that more and more your relationships will move into those with vibrational matches, and old templates are breaking up now. What happens in seventh dimension? Seventh dimension is oversoul consciousness. So, there is a non linear awareness over there. There you understand rejection not just in this life but in past and parallel lives, and you start merging all aspects into wholeness. So you start soul integration. You start merging all those fragments, all those parts of yourselves which you had not accepted. So when you start merging, actually it is not strictly that you will do it in seventh dimension. You will do it between fifth and seventh, that you will start this process of soul integration. In eighth dimension, that is infinity and galactic consciousness, you know that rejection was a chosen experience for growth, and you operate from soul mission unaffected by opinions. You focus on your higher purpose, you focus on your soul mission, and you don't get affected by whoever is thinking about you. You just know that okay, your soul or higher self chose this experience in this lifetime because your higher self or soul wants to expand and grow. In ninth dimension, which is like the blueprint level creation, is the master creator kind of dimension. Here, it helps you resolve all the rejection wounds energetically through collective healing templates. Many light workers are working at this level. Tenth dimension, which is the dimension of divine law and source, you understand rejection as a fractal of separation encoded into lower realms. In 11th dimension, which is pure light and sound, which is called as the architect dimension, there is no separation, there is no rejection. You operate as the source experiencing itself through infinite expressions. So you just are witnessing everything, being there, that this is happening in various lower dimensions. 12th dimension, which is the source consciousness, that is all that is. Rejection never existed because you are never separate from the soul. Rejection never existed because you are one with the source, and source is exploring itself through contrast. So this is one example of one particular shadow. There can be other shadows like people pleasing, need for control, jealousy, fear. So there are multiple such shadows, and they may play out differently in different realms and different dimensions. So as you go on integrating those fragments of your soul, you know that okay, your inner child or part of your soul or part of yourself is wounded because of societal conditioning, because of the wounds that you have taken up here in the duality. You know that, then you know the purpose of that. As you move into higher vibration and higher dimensions, then you understand why these things are happening and how you can seamlessly integrate this, knowing that everything is one, and knowing that when you accept that and transmute into pure divine light, then you go back to the source again. That is the journey back to the source. That is the journey of realizing your true self. That is the journey of realizing that all this wounding is there for the purpose of growth, and it is not there to cause any suffering but to grow consciousness, understanding the duality in the dense vibration, and then transmuting it into lighter vibration, into a higher vibration. A lot of things may happen to you when you experience these psychic attacks, when the shadows surfacing in the collective consciousness and at personal level. You may feel heart palpitations, you may feel stomach upset, you may get migraines, you may get joint pains, you may feel bloated. There are lots of things that are happening. These are all ascension symptoms. Of course, I'm not a doctor, so it's always good to consult a doctor or a medical professional if you're experiencing any uneasiness. But these are the ascension symptoms that many of us who are moving rapidly into higher vibrations are experiencing. The people who are doing regular practices, who are doing the work of light, they will experience the dark entities also, because that's the polarity, that's the duality that we are living in, and we are here on a soul mission to create heaven on earth. How can we remain calm in all of this? How can we make sure that we don't take any of this personally and just observe it as a play of consciousness? How can we look at our wounded inner selves, wounded inner children within us, and give them love without any judgment? And how can we integrate these all soul fractals? All these things are here for us so that we can grow and expand. So stay strong and stay focused on your soul mission and pat your back. You are going through a lot. Your soul chose to come here to do this work. When you're overwhelmed, remind yourself of your soul mission. Give yourself all the love, all the care that you desire and deserve. Be patient with yourself. So I took one example of shadow and explained how it plays out across multiple dimensions. Take whatever resonates with you and always trust your own intuition and make choices based on your intuition. There can be multiple shadows, and shadow work requires patience. Not integrating our shadows leads to spiritual bypassing. And first of all, uncovering the shadows itself requires a lot of work. So I am a holistic well-being and ascension coach, and I can help you uncover and integrate your shadows with patience and compassion. So if you do need help with regards to coaching mentoring, then you can set up an appointment with me. All the details are in the video description. Lots of love.